What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be doing a full walking tour of Tahiti Village in Las Vegas here. You can probably hear a little bit of road noise because this is located right on Las Vegas Boulevard, just south of the Strip. And even though there's a lot of road noise that you're going to hear and see right here as I turn and go do a 360, you actually don't hear it very much when you're inside the unit or on property, which is really great, okay? So the airport is really just right over here, over yonder. You can see Mandalay Bay up there in the distance, and catty corner is Town Square, which is a nice place where you can go eat and do some upscale shopping. Not upscale, but slightly more elevated than the outlet malls that are going to be located behind the property over in this direction over here, okay? So let's get started. We're going to walk into the front. And it does have a nice entrance, and one of the things is that there is no shortage of palm trees anywhere on this property. When you're inside, it's actually quite quiet, which is good. So we've been here all week. We actually fly out tomorrow, so I'm just recording this really quickly, so if you've never been here or you're on the fence or considering it, you'll have some different options. Now there is also a Denny's right over there, so if you want a quick easy breakfast that's not going to break the bank, that's a good option. Obviously these are all like condo units that have kitchens and everything inside, but we've got a nice little entryway right here. You can pull up, you can get dropped off. They've actually got bellhops as well that will come and take your bags and then run them out for you, or you can just park and unload and then bring them in yourself. It's totally up to you. So whatever it is that you want. So we're going to come in here. And then we've got the bell desk right over here to the right side, as you can see. Yes, and then some of the stuff leads away. And then you've got a nice big entry and a foyer. Now, I don't know if this is what it looks like in Tahiti because I've never been there, but you've got your front desk over here where the people are going to check you in. And then we've got our concierges on the left over here. And then they're going to help you get your parking pass and help you book anything that you want, or if you want to do any of the property tours, etc. You've got options like that, okay? So then as we move forward here, we've got another nice waiting area, which is great. And then we got some quick and easy stuff to the right and to the left. So you got Village Café over here. So if you want to get some breakfast, some coffee, etc., you can do that. And then right next to that here is going to be Wiki Wiki, which is like a little convenience store. Yeah, if you need to get any extras, you can walk in here. You can get all of this stuff. And then they also have a couple different restaurants on property that we have eaten at that were delicious. So this is 17 degrees south here. Okay, it's got a bar, it's got food. And the menu itself is actually broad enough for most people. You could probably see it right there, but you can look it up online. Broad enough that everybody should be able to find something, but not so large that it's overwhelming or hard for them to execute. So the staff was friendly, the food was great. So I actually recommend this. And as someone who used to live in Vegas for over 6 years, we never came to Tahiti Village because why would we? But having stayed here now as a expat resident, you know, I'm very happy with this place, okay? So we're gonna move to the outside and head toward the pools, of course. We'll look at a couple other places here. So we've got some nice loungy stuff outside. We've got this other place over here called Ruby's Shakes and Arturo's Village Pizza. Yeah, so if you wanna come in here, we can take a look through the window. You can get yourself a shake, you can get pizzas, etc. like that. We haven't tried that yet, but I've definitely been seeing people come in here, okay? So as you come off of the lobby, you just got this nice little area, and if we just take a quick second to try and get a perspective, it's nice and quiet. Yeah, and then they've got signs everywhere that can help you find directions around the property, which is really easy. And then if you want to come up here, we got a nice little shaded gazebo area which starts to overlook the pool area out here, okay? So we've got a few different towers. If we pull through here, we're actually staying in the way back, which is Tower 5. I believe like 3 is over here, and then number 1 is gonna be over here towards the left side, yeah? So it's really easy to get around the property. There are a few gyms around as well if you're trying to work out, but it does feel like a little bit of a slice of the tropics, yeah, going out there. So we're gonna come over here. Now, if you've got kids, they've also got an arcade. So I'm gonna take a quick peek over here just so you can check this out. Now, you always wanna have your key card to get in. All the doors are locked, so it's not just open to the public. And you pull in here, and then you've got the Tiki Cove arcade where you can come in here and bring the kids. We'll take a quick look in here. Oh my God, it sounds like an arcade. Okay, so, you know, we got a claw machine, got some stuff over here. You get your card, different games to play, little Mario Kart racing, breakers, Yeah, basically all the fun stuff that you want to. Tell the kids, give them a little bit of money, tell them not to come back for a couple of hours, and go enjoy yourself by the pool. So we're gonna head over towards the main entrance to the pool here. So we're kind of back up to the main lobby area. Yeah, we're just gonna follow it around over here. And so you've got some outdoor dining areas and some space with the restaurant that's right here. So when the weather is nice, which it usually is in Vegas, that was really nice too. A lot of people popping out here. So weather's doing really good for mid to late October. Yeah, and then we're just gonna come in over here. So we've got our main pool entrance, which is open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So good enough. Yeah, make sure you swipe your card all the time. And then we're gonna be able to come in over here, okay? So right when you come in, we have a hot tub that's right here. This is all ages. I'm gonna show you the adult hot tub in a little bit, but good to go right here if you want that. And that's something that's easy right off of the pool. And then it's gonna pull right into this main entrance area. So we've got a nice little sandy beach where you can wade in and get all of your stuff. They got a few different sections of pool that would be over here. And I'm not gonna walk around every single inch of it, but you can get a nice little look at all of this. And then we've got, you know, some water, a towel station, things of that nature. And there is no shortage of chairs out here, at least this time of year. I'm not sure what it's like, you know, during full-blown summer or what have you. But for early morning session, this is comfortable. Lots of shade to be had. We came out here yesterday around 4 p.m. for some cocktails, and that was good. And we've also got some other chairs here that are in the water on this side as well as the other, and I'll show you when we get over there. Okay, so now we're starting to get over towards the left side, which is kind of nice. It's peaceful, it's quiet, and then this is what this section is going to look like from over here, looking outward. Yeah, that's kind of nice. We've also got a bar that is open right here. Not right now, obviously, but if you want to get some cocktails while you're out here, you can see what this is, the sandbox itself. So they got a bar menu. You can also do room charge. Just make sure that you bring your ID, because I forgot mine, so I had to run back up and actually grab the credit card because I didn't have tap pay set up. But nice and quiet. Yeah, chairs galore. Right, and then we've got a couple more sections of pool over here that aren't open right now, probably just because there's not enough lifeguards to watch every section of the pool. And then we've got some more places over here we can get chairs and then just relax. So we're gonna go around the corner. Let's take a quick look at this up here, which is nice. Just enjoying the nice sounds of the waterfall. You could just sit right here and have a little meditation session and you'd actually be good to go. So that's always a nice touch too. So we're gonna come over here. I believe there's some bathrooms right up here. Yep, right here on the left side. Well, to my right, left as you're approaching. Okay, we got some showers right here if you wanna rinse off. And then we're gonna move through. And then we've got an outdoor area over here. So I saw some people playing cornhole earlier. We got some additional chairs over here. You got table tennis or ping pong, depending on who you talk to and how you want to call it. Yeah, we got a couple nice little chairs on this side. So nice little place, you know, maybe throw a ball, kick a soccer ball, something like that, depending on how you and your family operate and what you want to do. And then right down over here is where the lazy river is. We're gonna go check that out right now. And then later on this afternoon, I'm actually gonna take the 360 camera most likely and do the lazy river. And I'll probably be slapping that on the video right now that you're actually watching as we go into this section here, okay? So, lazy river, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Probably the first person coming in. And right as you come in, you're gonna notice they got some floaties right here. So if you wanna do a float as you go around, and they got a couple different kinds of floaties, some with bottoms and some without. But let's just move in here and get into the shade just a little bit. But it's going to be a good lazy river experience. We're going to have some waterfalls, things like that to keep you wet and hydrated as you move through. But then if you also want to lounge out here, we've got some different chairs that are set up for lounging and enjoying this side of the lazy river. And I'm just going to work my way all the way around it. And you don't have to jump off of the edge into the water if you don't want to. We're gonna have some easy entrance spots right here where you can walk in and out, and there's probably 3 or 4 of these all the way around. And on top of that, if you want to get into the lazy river from a few different places, you can. As you can see, there's going to be a side door that's right up here. I just came through the other entrance on the back side. Yeah. Lots of chairs. Yeah, this place will be popping come afternoon, right? People waking up early, but you can find more floaties over here, or you can just free float like those guys are over there. Right, we got another waterfall over here. So we got, like, as you can see over here, a couple bamboo waterfalls happening on this one. We got something big coming out of like a Mayan bucket up top here. So you get to dodge them and get wet as you float and soak. And then as we move up this way, this is going to take us over to the adult hot tub. So I'll show you that here in just one second. Now, if we get over here towards the adult hot tub, this thing's great. And they got really good hours, 9 a.m. till midnight. It's going to open up, and I see people down here all the time and early in the morning. So you get a nice little walkway, comes right down here. Got a few chairs if you want to hang out over here to the side. And then easy walk-in entry with a few steps at the very bottom. Nice little waterfall on the side over here. And the temperature, of course, is perfect. And then if you need anything, you want to go back over to the lazy river, you can do that over here. Yeah, they've got a stack of towels. They got some water right here, as well as a shower if you need to rinse off afterwards. All of that great stuff. So definitely looking out, because we are staying just right up over here, overlooking the lazy river. I definitely see people in the hot tub all the time, all day, all night. Yeah, just the adults. Yeah, bow, chicka, wow, wow. So this is just a nice little hot tub that they've got right here too. Now that we're done with the adult hot tub area, we've also got one of two grilling areas, which this is pretty amazing to me, okay? So it's not just like, oh, we got some barbecues you can use. Like, these things mean business. Look at how big this thing is right here. Let me go to a place where the sun is not just screaming right in our faces here. But 4 over here on this side, 4 on the opposite side, right? Look at this. This is like a solid, legit looking barbecue. I wish I had something like this. It's built in, it's got gas, you turn it on, it gets to work. And then we've also got a little wet sink right over here. So 4 big barbecues. And if you got a large family, 1 is gonna get it done. Plus we got another 4 on this side over here, and then obviously a bunch of tables where you can enjoy yourself. Now I'm gonna take you over to the other barbecue side just so you can see it, but there's one here, there's one there. And the best part about these is that you don't have to go purchase the grillables, etc. You can actually purchase it for the front. So they have little packages that give you the utensils you need, the steaks, etc. So you can have a grill session without having to waste your time going to the store and buying all of this stuff and sourcing it. So that is another thing that they've really thought about that makes it really convenient if you like barbing and you want to fire up the Barbie. Okay, so as we get close up here, this is just one of the exits from Tower 5 that is the pool entrance or exit as you go through. I'm going to take it as a shortcut so I don't have to run through all of the buildings, but you can see they've got all of their little signs right here that make it really easy for you to find the places that you want to go. So I'm just going to go through this on one side and come out the other, and then that's going to bring us right to the barbecue section. But they have this concierge area that nobody is ever here, which is fine. And then if you look at this big hallway that goes straight down, that is one option to take you out to the parking garage that they're going to have. We're going to have a set of elevator banks over here, and then you could go out that door over there and hook a right. That'll take you to the parking garage as well. And then they've also got a built-in CVS machine, which is kind of convenient, so you don't have to go to the store. But if you need anything, they've got you covered. And I mean anything from razors to COVID tests to your normal pharmaceuticals, or, you know, maybe a little something extra, yeah, if you're really on vacation. Anyways, if we come out this side over here, this is going to take us over to another barbecue station session. They're cleaning it and fixing it up right now, and I'm not going to spend too much time here because of the gardeners, but what I do want to show you is this really quick, as well as, remember I mentioned that they have the grillable meats right here, so if you want to get it, you can figure it out. $65 for 2 New York strips, 8 ounces of vegetables, potato salad, Cobb, Hawaiian rolls, etc., or $45 for a chicken grill setup, and they give you the utensils and everything else that you want, okay? So once again, I'm just going to go through here quickly, but you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the front here, plus another 2 over here for barbecues. and then we pull it out. Now, if we come out here to the side, this is going to be a side loading station if you happen to be in this particular area, where if you want to do like 30-minute parking, they got this right here on this side here, and then this is going to lead back up around towards the front of the hotel itself. So normally you'd be pulling in, and then this is the right side of the hotel. The Denny's is up there. You would drive down, and then over here at the very end on the left is going to be the parking garage. Now, last but not least, we've got a few different things here in Tower 5, a fitness center on level 3, activities on 5, a spa on 9, and then the sky view. So I'm going to give you a quick look at these 3. So as soon as you step off, and we've actually used the gym, it's quite nice. It's got just the right amount of stuff that you're going to want, like 3 or 4 treadmills. You got 4 different ellipticals that are in here as well, as long as some additional machines and things that are happening in here. There are no free weights, but everything is machines. So if you want to get a workout in here, you can do that. And then on top of that, they've also got them another one in Tower 1. So there are 2 fitness centers on property, and then we're going to go up to the next floor and just take a peek through the window for the activity center. Now, once you get up to the 5th floor, the activity center is basically in the same place as the fitness center here, and that's exactly what it is, an activity center for kids, younger kids. So if you want to come do, they got different activities on different days, but coloring, macaroni bracelets, things of that nature. So you got these options right here. If you have those younger kids that want to do it, just check in here and you can see what the itinerary and the options are, and then you can pick a day that you might want to come that looks good for the kids. And then if you make it up to the 9th floor here, we've got the Mahana Spa. My girlfriend actually came here for a massage yesterday, did 2 hours, and she said she had a really good experience because her back is killing her right now. So she came in and wanted like a deep tissue massage, and she ended up, the lady was actually proficient enough and said, this isn't going to work for you. Maybe you might want to do like cupping, etc. So she got a much better experience. So if you're thinking about that, that's always a good option. You know, sometimes going to a spa is a little bit of a mixed bag, especially if you do vacationing in Mexico, because sometimes it seems like the ladies that do the massages are the ones that do the beauty and do all of this stuff, where here it looks like we have people that are a little more versed in whatever it is they're supposed to do. And sometimes it can be a little bit tricky when you are going to a hotel off strip. Sometimes, you know, the expectations aren't quite the same as when you are on strip, but good to know that they definitely delivered. Last but not least, the view from the very top. And then once we make it up to the 10th floor, straight ahead is going to be the sky view. So it's a large room. There's a lot of space to just come in here, hang out. Maybe you need a little alone time or to do a little something or other, right? So there's going to be a couple of views. I mean, nothing crazy, but hey, whatever. A view from the top is never a bad idea. So if you come out here, you're going to be looking to the west, okay, maybe the southwest just a little bit over there, okay? Nothing special, it's just Southwest Vegas. But what I do like is this view right here. All of these palm trees, that's the entire pool. So there is definitely, like I said, there is no shortage of palm trees, tons of shade. You can actually see the barbecue center straight right down there. Looks like all the gardeners are done for the most part. And then there's going to be another side. I'm going to take you over there in just a second. But even if you're on this side over here, we do have a pretty awesome view of the strip off in the distance right there. Now it kind of sucks looking over the roof, but I'm going to show you what it looks like on the opposite side. So the airport is just all right there to the right side, so you can watch the planes come in and land. Right, if you look over here towards the left side, there is Allegiant Stadium where the Raiders are. Right, you've got Mandalay Bay straight ahead. I can see New York. Right, we got some big like Arias back there. You got MGM in the center here in the green. And you can actually see the sphere off in the distance to the right there too. So I don't know if you can see stratosphere to the right, you know, that kind of space needle. And then to the left is blue. I think that's fountain blue maybe. Could be wrong. And then the sphere right there. So not too bad. Let me take you over there so just so you can have a look and see what that looks like. So we're just going to cut through on this side over here. Same deal, opposite side. But now we're going to come over here and now we're going to have a nice unobstructed view of the airport, of the strip. And then if we look straight down once again, right now we're overlooking the lazy river, palm trees. Oh, look, somebody's got a drone. That's totally illegal. Okay, note to self. That's bad news, but you got a nice view here of the strip. So hopefully you enjoyed this walking tour of Tahiti Village. If you found it helpful, hit that like button. And if you want to see more travel videos like this, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. Overall, we had a great stay here. The location's perfect. The unit was really nice. And it's just an easy spot to relax. Prices can vary depending on the season, how long you stay, and whether you're part of a vacation club. So definitely check out the official website or your favorite travel sites for the most accurate rates. And if you stayed here before or have your own tips for other travelers, drop them down below in the comments. I'd love to hear them.